Just days after the Barbados Cricket Association announced plans to abandon the 2021 domestic season, that decision has now been reversed. September 11th is the new date for cricket to get going in Barbados.
Well, certainly we wanted to work with the government officials and those from the COVID-19 monitoring unit to get the best possible scenario for everyone concerned. And those deliberations started last weekend and it continued over the last few days. And we're really pleased to announce now that we're going to start the season on September 11th. We will have 3 competitions, which will be the 40 over tournament for the elite and first division clubs, a 40 over for those in the intermediate division, and then we have a 35 over per side for those teams at the second division. At this point, we're working through all the details regarding fixtures because you would appreciate that clubs and schools have been under tremendous pressure over the last few months due to COVID. So what we're going to be happening over the next few days is to pull together those clubs and schools that are available, and we'll be able to then put together fixtures that will be made public very shortly.
What was the turning point in the BCA now reversing the decision to have this season?
Well, the overwhelming management of cricket games across Barbados, on any given Saturday, you've got close to 50 other matches being played, and the realities are you wanted to have a situation where people are managing those games where there's that presence of someone from the COVID-19 monitoring unit. So that commitment has been given. So we will have persons allocated to those different venues, and that in itself then will be able to allow us to make sure that all those protocols and those different areas that need to be followed are indeed being abided by. And once we had that commitment, we are very happy to be able to announce now that we're going to be able to have a season for 2021.
What exactly will the protocols look like?
Well, certainly one of the things that you know, most people are going to have to keep as sanitized as possible. They're going to have to be as socially distant. One of the main things that you've got to realize is that the COVID monitoring unit, they are very keen on trying to stem the spread of the virus. And we've had a really interesting spike over the last few weeks. So they're going to be just monitoring, making sure the clubhouses are really abiding by those rules. Temperature guns were given last year, and those will be actually utilized as well to make sure people who are entering the pavilion are actually, their temperature will be checked. And then for contact tracing, which is a very critical element in the unfortunate event if there's any COVID-19 spike, that process of being able to monitor those individuals will be also done.
How important is it for us to have cricket, especially for young people in Barbados? I know cricket is one of the sports that keeps young people going.
Well, where we're standing right here next to the greatest ever, and he's right next to Suez Hall. These gentlemen were part of a legacy. We've been organizing cricket for 125 years in Barbados, and to keep young people engaged in a very fruitful and meaningful way is very critical to our social development, particularly now in COVID-19. You would appreciate that a lot of us have felt really bottled up and locked down. So to have individuals doing something meaningful on weekends is very important to the Barbados Cricket Association, and we believe by executing this season once again in 2021 that we'll be able to achieve that goal.